Adolf made it here. He has had 3 surgeries to his legs. He is undergoing physical therapy, and if you've met him already, he's walking, and more miraculously, he's speaking English a lot better than some of you here. Now, Dr. Grossman couldn't be here today, but he put together a video for us, and I want to show that video now. I'm glad you're finished with lunch. He's a surgeon, so he shows kind of exactly what he did. But let's watch the video from Dr. Grossman of the Grossman Burn Center.
Good afternoon, and thank you to LA Rotary 5 for allowing me to be with you this afternoon, albeit remotely, to share my perspective on this amazing story. At the Grossman Burn Center, we pride ourselves on our ability to restore our patients to as close to their pre-injury status as possible, functionally, cosmetically, and emotionally. And we do this in order to get them back to their lives or to their job as quickly as possible. When the Children's Burn Foundation approached us about Adolf's case, we were truly moved because there had been no quick recovery for this young man. In fact, he had suffered nearly a lifetime of struggle and hardship after his burn injury. During Adolf's first examination, we found that one leg was severely impinged behind the knee from scar tissue, a result of severe burns to the back of his legs, restricting his ability to stand upright and to walk. While we were confident that we could help him regain the ability to walk upright again and to live a happier and more fulfilling life, it would require multiple surgeries and a whole lot of toughness and courage from this little boy.
This leg just won't go any further than that. And that's what we're going to try and release with our surgery today, as well as do injections around the hypertrophic scarring in this area here.
But Adolf's struggle wouldn't be his own. It's also the struggle of the loving family that took him into their home.
So we've been fortunate enough at this point in time to be able to find enough skin to cover the defect that was created by removing the scar tissue on his legs. And now with Adolf's legs, we're able to get full range of motion, so he can straighten his leg, both on his right leg, as well as his left leg. So we're very excited about where we are right now. Now, we're not out of the woods, because this graft has to adhere to the underlying wound bed. And our hope is that over the next few days, we can keep him still enough so that blood vessels from the wound bed can go into these grafts, keep these grafts alive, and then provide a healthy elastic tissue for Adolf so he can walk upright once again.
I'm happy to tell you that the surgeries went about as well as they possibly could. And today, Adolf is doing great. It's been an extremely gratifying and rewarding experience for all of us at the Grossman Burn Center to be able to play a role in his recovery. But we never would have had the chance to do so if not for the compassion of Lane Wagenseller, the resources and expertise of the Children's Burn Foundation, and the simply amazing courage and determination of a very special young man to whom I'd like to give an extra special shout out, Adolf Boguma. Good job, buddy.
Adolf is going to head home to Uganda in May. I'm so pleased that he can walk again and that this has changed his life. But I want to tell you, it has changed our lives as well. And I want to show you just some pictures of some of the times we spent together, because we've had a lot of fun together and it's meant so much to us. So this is the first night when Adolf first arrived, and I love the look of Kelly on her face as she looks at this new member of her family. I can't help but remember the eyes wide open and the amazement of both Ava and Adolf when they first went into a supermarket. Or the giggles that first night when Adolf first saw a shower. We had fun at the Rose Bowl, the car show. Adolf got to see his first snow, and we had a great time inner tubing down the hill together. We went hiking in the mountains. We've been to the beach. And this is a photo from the Children's Burn Foundation Gala just a couple weeks ago. where he just looked so smart in that tuxedo. I remember early one morning when we were up in Lake Tahoe, and it was about 6 or 6:30 in the morning. The sun was just starting to come out, and the house was quiet. Everyone was asleep. And I was out in the living room sitting on the couch doing some work, and I heard a creak on the stairs. And Adolf walked down in his pajamas. And he came over to me, and he sat down next to me on the couch with his legs bent. And he sort of cocked his head, and he looked at me with that big, infectious smile. And he said, "Look, Uncle Lane, my legs are just like yours." And Adolf, if I can tell you a couple things, some more I know. You know, I really enjoyed our talks about how important it is to become a responsible young man, and how important it is to become a leader in the world. And I've seen how hard you've worked at school and learning English, and I don't know that most of the people here know that you couldn't speak English just a couple months ago. And I just want to tell you that I know you're going to do great things in the world and accomplish great things, and I'm very proud of you. And I want to tell you one last story, and it's about something that Adolf taught me. And it was that first day when Adolf arrived at LAX, and you saw in the video there was just this scrum of reporters and all these video cameras and lights and microphones and all the reporters jostling for attention. And I was kneeling next to Adolf as we were looking up at all the cameras and answering questions. And the KABC reporter took her microphone and put it forward, and she said, "Adolf, what's the first thing you're going to do when you can walk again?" And I thought to myself, what's he going to say to that? What would I say to that? Think about, what would you say to that? And as Americans, of course, we would say, "I'm going to Disneyland." But I'm thinking in my head, he doesn't know what Disneyland is, so he's not going to say that. But maybe he's going to say, "I'm going to play soccer with my friends." Or maybe, "I'm going to go to the playground and run around." Adolf, what are you going to do? What's the first thing you're going to do when you can walk again? And I'll tell you, Adolf didn't hesitate for a minute. He didn't miss a beat. And he looked right in the eyes of the reporter, and he said, "I'm going to thank God." Thank you very much. And if I can just say, just take 1 second to have Adolf say hi and introduce himself. Will you say, "Hi, my name is Adolf. I'm from Uganda."
Hi, my name is Adolf. I'm from Uganda.
Glad to be here. All right. Thank you very much.
Well, it's so impressive to see Lane, who is our International Service Board member, take on this project totally on his own. Really just showcases what type of members that we have here in LA5. You know, our motto is service above self. And this has nothing to do with a Rotary project. This is something that Lane wanted to do to help someone in need. And so it's important for our club to be able to share that. And we're so proud of him.
I think this is the essence of what Rotary is all about, the service projects, international as well as local, standing demonstration of exactly what Rotarians are doing around the world.
We took in Adolf and Eva at our home with our 4 children, and it's been an incredible experience. Continue the tenets of the Rotary, service beyond self.
I am pleased to present you with a presidential citation in recognition of your significant accomplishments in service. The 2012 President's Citation awarded to Lane Wagonseller in recognition of meritorious service in furthering the principles and ideals of the Rotary way of life. Thank you, and God bless you.
It was a whole family tradition of service, and it was a whole Rotary tradition of service that led to my meeting Adolf and bringing him here to get the surgery he needs so he can walk again.